Hello, dear Leos, and welcome to your May 2023 readings with me. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. So let's get started. For Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what's in store? Well, as you can see, there is lot of movement, lot of dynamism, lots to do, lot of work also for Leos in the first week. It's starting with planning travels, long distance and short distance travels are seen for Leos in the first week. Some of you are planning a long distance voyage. This is what I see. I also see for Leos is that they can also go, and visit a lot of people at this point of time. I see a lot of networking happening also for Leos in the first week. Online and offline also, meeting a lot of people. Some of you are also thinking of starting something new. Some new projects are on the way. You are promoting your projects also. This is what I see. Work-wise, I see there is a lot of dynamism here also. There can be some new opportunities that arise for you at workplace. So keep your eyes open, your ears open, and your mouth closed. That is the best thing to do. Then you know where are the opportunities. Because if you keep speaking, you're not going to listen to anything what is going on around you, and you might miss an important piece of information, and you would regret, why didn't I listen to that? All right, so that is happening in the first week. For Leo students also, you're traveling, you're enjoying, you are working at something at this point of time also. This is what I see. And I also see that your projects are on the good path, my dear Leos. Okay, this is what I see in the first week for you all. Now come the second week. Now the second week, you are going to be confronted with some opposition on your path. Some people might not agree to it. They might be like, no, we don't agree with your ideas. Yeah. And you might enter into your Leo mood and you might say, no, but it's like this. So the best thing at such times is not to respond to negation with negation. Okay. Instead, be positive. When you should acknowledge what they are saying and try to see why they are saying no to something that you're proposing. Is it really that it has to be said no to, or is this something that I need to change about myself, about my project, about the way I'm doing it? Always take it to your advantage, because our first reflex is to directly, when somebody says this is not good, whatever we propose, they don't like it, then you feel bad about it, right? It's normal, it's human nature. But at the same time, if you try to see really what's behind that, and if you see that, yeah, maybe there is something to clear here, or to work better on this, or I need to make this kind of change in myself, most probably, that could be nice. And then you can really work wonders, my dear Leos. So don't get into that typical Leo, resentment, or like, oh, how did you, why they did that? Okay. Try to understand the other person's point of view at this point of time. And if there isn't, then I see that there is going to be a heated debate with someone at workplace. It can be in an administration office also, that you can have a problem with somebody that you are giving papers to, and they are all the time coming and telling you to they keep on making you come to that workplace, and then you are like, why are you making me come all the time? I have given you all the papers. Yeah. So that's how things can get sour also. So there is an energy of conflict, of disagreement over here, and of heated discussions also. And some kind of provocations also can come in. There can be some kind of provocations in the form of some family members, saying things that you haven't done, and then you have to justify to them that you're misunderstanding the whole thing. This kind of things can also happen with colleagues, or at workplace also. Certain allegations can come upon you, so just be careful about that. Keep your records clean, my dear Leos. Okay. And for some of you, it can also be related to money matters also, at this point that you are a bit in a tight corner. and you're giving it a second thought. Now, how are we supposed to come out of this situation? All right. But then the third week is wonderful, because the third week is all about the universal mother who is bestowing her protection and her love upon you. Any wish you make at this point of time, my dear Leos, might well be granted. Okay, so here you need to be careful about what you wish for. So in the third week, just be mindful of what you are putting out in your mind and out of that mind also, because that can almost come true. Okay, so positive thinking is the key for you in the third week. I see that finances will start getting better. Most probably you'll get some better opportunities at this point of time in the third week. There are some of you who can join a new job. There are some of you who can receive some financial help from a motherly figure. This is what I see. Your own mother, if she's in this realm or in the other realm, will try to communicate with you also. When she's in another realm, she'll try to communicate with you through your dreams. Make sure you note them down, okay? And what she's trying to tell you, just try to understand that, because there is a very important message. And if she's here on this earth, then she's going to try to speak to you, and take your time to speak to her also in the third week. Especially, most probably she has something very important to tell you. Make time to spend with your mother in the third week, my dear Leos, okay? And I also see that you need to know how to discriminate the truth from the lies and the good from the bad. Okay, don't just get carried away in whatever you are seeing. No, go beyond. Always go beyond things to see. Okay, take your Scorpio friends also, they are very good at it. Or take your Piscean friends also, they will be so intuitive to tell you also what is what. Okay, but don't just take people on face value. Somebody says, okay, we want you to join for this, or I would like to have a partnership with you on this particular subject or on this particular project. Then you need to be careful of who you are entering into an important bond with, whether sentimentally, whether professionally. Okay, just be careful about that, and don't just go into something like that, my dear Leos. Just weigh the consequences of, because everything we have to pay a price at the end of it. All right, so just know that. And as you have the divine mother's protection, the mother universe is protecting you, I feel that you will be guided with the right hands to be on the right path. Okay, and then we go to the last week. Now last week, my dear Leos, you need to be very careful regarding your money matters, because there you have spent a lot, it seems, or you want to finance someone, a family member, for something, but you don't have enough money, or you feel that you have lost money somewhere, or you owed money to someone and that has not come back. So it puts you in a tight corner regarding finances. Some of the student Leos can feel that I wish I had more money, because then I could apply to such and such a university, I could go to study in this country or go to that school. Okay, but don't lose heart, my dear Leos, because everything has a solution. Okay, just make sure your investments are wise. Okay, and work towards your betterment, instead of just spending money where it is not required and is not going to yield anything in return. Just make sure you're not doing that, because in the last week I see that there can be a problem financially speaking. Okay, or it can be also that you invested in the wrong place and you're losing money because of that. Or it can also be that somebody needs lots of money, the family, and you had advanced it, and now your budget is getting shaky. Yeah, because Leos are generous, they give, and then at the end of the day it's like they forget about themselves. So you shouldn't do that. Okay, do be generous, but at the same time be fair to yourself also, my dear Leos. Okay, so the last weeks of May's energy is all about managing your finances in a clever way, intelligently, so that you are not in a tight corner. All right, my dear Leos. So thank you for listening. Please do like, share, and comment. And I shall see you next month. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye bye. God bless.